Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be painting a watercolor bookmark with a landscape background with some trees, mountains, and we're going to have the moon. And what I really want to pop and show in this bookmark is going to be sort of the background in the skies. So that's what's going to be the focus, and these are the colors I'm using. So moon glow, quinacridone magenta, and ultramarine ash, Winsor Newton, and the moon glow is Daniel Smith. So we're gonna start by adding the water to the background. I'm just gonna avoid putting water where the mountains are over here, and it's okay to go right above where the trees are going to go, because the color of the trees is going to be much darker, and that'll be able to go right on top of this background, just like this. Add nice water in the background here. Okay. And we're just gonna drop the color in anywhere, just like that. And I rinse my brush in between the colors and some purple, but this is the moon glow here. A little bit of the ultramarine ash. Drop some of that in there. And this is just the first layer, so we're going to add another layer once this dries. I'm going to dry it. Now for the second coat, for the background, the skies, I want the color to be more vibrant. So I'm not going to add the water first. I'm just going to dip my clean brush right into the paint. Right into the paint, because I really want this color to pop. Rinse your brush. Adding another shade. And a little bit of the moon glow, because I want it to look like clouds. I know that looks messy, but when it dries, it's gonna spread out. Add some more of the bluer color. And you really don't have to think about it. Like I said in my last video, let the right side of your brain, the right hemisphere is creativity, the emotional part of the brain intuition, and you just let that take over. So just going by how you feel. Just kind of let that blend a bit. Still a little damp, so you can drop some more paint in there. And I want it to look like some clouds. And then up top, a little bit more of the moon glow, because we kind of want it to look like it's getting dark. Just drop it in there. And it's okay if it looks a little, you know, like cauliflower-ish in the night sky. To give it some depth and dimension. Okay. Rinse my brush, put it down. I'm just gonna dry it just a pinch here. Okay, now for the mountains, I'm going to do a really light shade of the moon glow. Really light shade, so I'm going to add more water. Yeah. And we're going to just leave a little bit of white, because again, that will add some dimension. Just kind of go up like that. Yeah. I might go back in after and just do the outline. So we're going to dry it a little bit. Now for the outline here, we're going to take a little bit of the moon glow. Not too dark, but a little darker. And I'm going to add a pinch of that quinacridone magenta color. A little bit more of the pink. Okay. And then we're just gonna add some scribbles there. just to add some dimension and depth to the mountains. And then I'm going to add some of the moon glow and just again, just the scribbles. Into the background. I'm going to add a little bit of the darker moon glow up here. Okay. I was going to add the trees, but I changed my mind. I think the mountains look pretty good. Maybe another layer of the outline here. Okay, now for the sky again on the background, I'm just going to add a nice clean wash of water up here. Kind of messy, and then add some more of that dark moon glow. Drop that in. Because we want it to look like the night sky. And then we're going to just blend it in. Blend it in. It's okay if it looks messy because it's the sky, right? The sky is a blend of colors. There's no shapes to that. You just want to blend it in. Go around it like that. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to dry that a little bit, and then for the final touch, we're going to add just a little bit of the bleed proof white and a little bit of my favorite color here, which is the Lumos Gold by Artistic Isle. So we're just gonna add a little bit to, well, I'm gonna dry that a little bit. I like to just add a little bit of that gold right along the skyline of the mountains. drop it in there. Add just a little bit more. And a little bit around the moon, just to add some dimension to the moon. Okay, now we're going to dry it again, and now we're going to add a little bit of the bleed proof white for the stars. But before we do that, around the moon, we just want to blend that gold in just a little bit more. Yeah, okay. So we're going to take a little bit of this bleed proof white, and we're just going to boop. Oh, guess I need a little bit more here. Let's see. Wow, look at that. So pretty. Can make some of the stars even a little bit more pronounced by tapping on them so they stand out more, just a little bit. Okay. And we want to take a little sticker off. And then we're going to go back to the ultramarine ash color to fill in the moon. And you give that a minute to dry before we add in just a pinch of this moon glow right into the moon. Just want to tap it on there. Okay, and I just need to blend just a little bit more around the moon. Okay, here's my favorite part. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You can add a little bit more of the Loomis gold around the moon. Just drop that color in there. And then spread it out. blend it in just a little bit. Okay, there you have it.